Horizontal automatic packaging machine is designed for packing piece products into flow pack type packages using single layer and composite film packaging materials on a roll without thermal shrinkage. Last year our plant became a part of a large production association in Ekaterinburg, which produces medical products. We use various pharmaceutical equipment, which meets the requirements and standards of GMP for production, a unit for dehydration of water solutions, and extracts in a fluidized bed apparatus, rotary tablet machines, an automatic line for packaging tablets into plastic film or foil, and other high-tech machines and devices. At the meeting on production improvement, it was decided to pack blisters of drugs for gastrointestinal diseases in flow pack packages, with their subsequent packing into a carton box for delivery to the customer. This process is an operation of packing piece products into flow pack bags using single layer and composite film packaging materials on a roll without thermal shrinkage. I have been working at the company for more than 30 years, 15 of them as the chief engineer. I know all the productions at the plant well. I was tasked with finding a flow pack packaging machine for the packing and transportation section. The equipment had to be modern with simple controls and a capacity of 1,000 bags per hour. I know a lot of people in the industry. The first thing I did was to ask them for advice on finding a machine for flow pack packaging. I realized that the field of production of my colleagues is different from ours, but they could recommend me good equipment manufacturers to whom I could turn for help in choosing a machine. My colleagues recommended 2 manufacturers in Germany. I found their details on the internet and sent them an email asking them to match my requirements. 2 days later I got a reply from one company saying that they had the equipment for flow pack packaging with the given technical parameters. However, they would only accept my order if I ordered at least 2 such machines from them, since it would not be profitable for them to make a one-time order. I figured I didn't need a second such machine and refused. The other company replied that they do not work with CIS countries. Based on the same advice of my colleagues, I did not contact the Chinese manufacturers directly. My acquaintances told me that equipment manufacturers from China often deliver incomplete equipment, citing inaccurate information about the required parameters of the machine. I could not take the risk, and so I decided to choose a Russian-speaking reseller to search for flow pack blister packaging equipment. I needed a professional who had been working for a long time in the field of supplying pharmaceutical equipment and had positive feedback from customers. I began my search for a specialist on the internet. I chose 3 of the most presentable companies. As a criterion, I looked at the time the company has been on the equipment supply market, the company's website, the terms of delivery of the machine. I called to all the companies by phone in order to be sure of the manager's professionalism. The specialist of one company said to wait for 5 minutes, but never listened to me. I didn't like this attitude to the customer. The manager of another company talked to me politely, asked questions about the necessary performance equipment, terms of production. 5 days later I received from them in the mail 10 variants of various machines for flow pack packaging, and the offer to make a choice on their own. I realized that they have no professional approach, and they will not help me in finding the equipment for flow pack blister packaging. The last, 3rd option of an intermediary turned out to be a good one for me. The mail manager talked to me like a professional, asked specific questions about the performance of the plant, the size of the blister, talked about the terms of delivery. During the consultation he suggested automatic equipment for flow pack packaging, which I was able to quickly negotiate with the management of the enterprise. Within a week we concluded a contract for the supply of equipment. I sent to the manager for testing our blisters and a sample of our composite material. The specialist informed me about the degree of readiness of the machine in 2 weeks, and sent me a video of the machine by email. Our blisters were packaged in a flow pack bag. The film was stretched by means of rollers of different diameters for better sealing. The process was regulated by setting the required parameters and displaying the ratings on the machine's control screen. The machine was delivered within 1 month after the contract had been signed. The equipment is made of stainless steel. The film rolled from the bale is formed into a sleeve with a longitudinal welded seam. At the same time in the sleeve is packed blister, at the beginning and at the end of which the machine forms a welded seam. We were satisfied with the flow pack packaging machine recommended and supplied by the manager of this company. I realized that I made the right choice of a specialist to supply the machine. In selecting any purchase, expert advice is essential. The project is sure to be successful if that advice was received from a professional.